How's it going, meatheads? Back with you for another video to pump up your day with some motorcycle content. We're gonna have a new mount. I ended up breaking a couple of the links to my mount that I have, so we're trying this. I don't know if you guys can see it, this little setup. It kind of just wraps around the chin of the helmet. Might need a little bit of adjusting. From my angle, looking down at it, it looks like it's like cockeyed to the right. But we shall see. I also got some of these Thrashin Supply Stealth Gloves with a nice leather palm. Don't want a like polyester or cloth palm when it comes to gloves. Although this leather feels a little thin, I do like it. I think it's probably a really good summertime glove like I'm in right now. But basically I'm going to go down like a little shakedown run to see if I have to make any adjustments or make any sort of changes to the helmet location. If it's, you know, so far right now I kind of like it where it's at as far as like height wise, because height wise it's actually out of my line of sight for my gauges, which is really nice, whereas before the mount was right in line where I needed it to be, or right where I needed to see my gauges, so I had to constantly like look around my GoPro, whereas now it's out away from my line of sight, which actually is probably overall safer for me as a rider to be able to see obstacles and such and hazards over trying to look around my GoPro. But like I said, I think right now the way it looks, it just feels like it looks, from my eyesight, it looks like you guys are kind of, instead of looking straight, you're looking like that, off to the right. But we're gonna see. So far I really do like these gloves though. They flow a lot of good air up through the top. But because I guess the positive side of having a thinner leather palm is I can feel my clutch movements easier. I feel like I don't have like this I don't know, it's like, it's not really numb feeling as I would describe it. I feel like what happens is with thick gloves, you think you're not like, you don't think you have the clutch extended as far out as you do, or not enough. You think it's a little bit, you think you're all the way out, but you're not actually all the way out. So, and with hydraulic clutches, you already have kind of a muted feeling towards how the clutch feels versus a cable clutch. So when you add in that like thicker finger area or a thicker glove palm, you just feel like you don't have as good of a indication as to where and how far you've extended your fingers out. But maybe that's just me, but every so often I will ride without gloves because I'm like, I kind of just want to have a better feel for what I'm doing. But these gloves do feel really nice. Sucky part is I was planning on having a video for today because I'm recording this video on Monday, which has now become my rather normal upload schedule, and it's mainly because I get pretty damn good views and good interactions between people, comments, likes, and all that when I upload on a Monday. But when I found out that my mount was broken, then my GoPro was like, it was limp dick in it, I was like, well, I can't actually make a video like that, so what am I gonna do? And, you know, my mount that I was using was a, like, Amazon Chinese knockoff piece of junk that all the little links are, like, they don't ever feel like they're tight. So, like, when you tighten them down, you're tightening a metal screw through plastic, so, like, they get stress fractures and stuff, and sooner or later you just end up breaking them, which is what I did. So that's why I'm trying out this new setup where it kind of just wraps around your helmet. It's not perfect because my helmet is not a stereotypical round helmet. You know, it's very angular. I have the built-well lane splitter, so if you've seen a built-well lane splitter or a Simpson helmet, you know that they are very like angular chin guard area. So it makes it hard for a mount that's meant to go around like a curved surface to mount on this. So it's kind of like not perfectly sitting flush. I have it sitting like a good half-inch off of the helmet. So we'll see if it, like I said, it's all kind of a weird state of being right now, but I'm hoping it turns out okay enough to make videos on at least. Well, I mean, if you guys can see this, I don't really like the way that this guy is positioned himself in this lane. Like, he's almost to the point where his left foot is over the center line. And I mean, that's like a half lane position, you know, 1, 2, 3. He's in like 0.5 or 0.25. Granted, weird camera angles isn't exactly anything new as far as like moto vloggers are concerned. Like, I've seen guys where, well, obviously, like, I'm not gonna pick on Shade Tree. I don't mind his camera angle, but because his is kind of at a weird cockeyed angle too at times. Like, it's not straight on, but it's nearly straight on, so you're kind of like, you know what, I don't really care. So maybe that's just how things ought to be. That's, if everything is too perfect, then people start to question what your real imperfections are, you know? The only problem is this dude is all about like cruising, and I'm like, I just want to go fast. That does look like rain down there though, so it's probably a good thing I'm probably going to turn around right here at the stoplight, or the stop sign, not stop light, and head on back home because that looks like rain. Avoid those big old bumps and cracks. Maybe it probably is pretty dang straight. My head is also crooked, you know. You talk about a split personality that the weather is up this way, you can see it's got a little bit of thunderheads building right there, but otherwise pretty clear. But then behind me is dark. We've been in such a nasty drought. Like, we've gotten some rain Saturday and a little bit like off and on yesterday, but nowhere near the amount that we need. And what little rain we got, man, it seemed like the corn that's been planted here for a while now, it seemed like that little bit of rain, it grew a foot in just a short amount of time. It's crazy how we're so hard up for rain that the moment that we get some of it, man, it pops up like it was just in the desert, and all of a sudden you get a rain cloud that comes over and hits you with that little squirt, and then all of a sudden you're like rejuvenated. I think that's going to do it for me, guys. I just wanted to give you a quick little update as to why there wasn't a video on Monday. We're going to hopefully have this, I think, Wednesday, and then back to your regular scheduled programming as far as meathead content. We'll continue on Mondays. Until next time, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.